Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. And as you can see, we've already started here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Corinthians with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, he's a little fella, Ludovic Giuly, but he is one of those, Jim, appreciated by those he plays with.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. For me, the perfect go-between player in that final third who links up midfield and attack. One of those nightmare scenarios for defenders not wanting to follow him into deeper space.
Because he's just so bright, so intelligent.
Yeah, well, usually he's looking to drag them out of position, and he's so good with his technical ability and vision that all of a sudden they've got a big problem.
You want him in your team. He's going to be disappointed with that. Maradona. Pedri. Rice wins the duel this time. Dinks one through. Dink through. Not Solot. It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself.
Corinthians were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Solid!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
And the finish! Goal! Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Aos 18 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 11.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Costa Curta. And here's Maradona. Pedri. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Italy are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Maradona. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Italy really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Pedri was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has been knocked clear. Mbappe goes short. Oh, well played. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Maradona. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. De Michelis cuts out the pass. Batistuta is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Back into the middle. That is lovely. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, nice touch.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Del Piero. Xavi Simons.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Del Piero. Maradona. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Mbappe. And it's Guardiola. Driving through the middle. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. That pass isn't the best. And that has put paid to that. And we hit half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving...
And Del Piero! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Del Piero is offering a wry smile there.
Italy have their second corner now. That's a decent clearance. Beckenbauer, that's headed upfield. White puts them all in. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Defending was strong and firm. Fiddles it through. He's been picked out. He's beaten them. Has a goal! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, after so much hard work, he bluffed. He just shouldn't be missing from there.
It's their second corner of the game. In for a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. So, third corner of the game. Italy have the chance to go the other way. White. It's Pedri. Del Piero. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. That's an excellent interception. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Batistuta. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. He's not got that quite right. And the shot! Chooses to go back. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Corinthians clearly didn't help themselves by...
It's one! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Great chance! Oh, taken with style! With that goal comes comfort.
Xavi Simons very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
Italy can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So that's two now without Maradona really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Michelis gets across to intercept that. Oh, it's Batistuta, and that could set him on his way. White, that is ended up in no man's land. Kante looking to penetrate opposition lines. Italy still have the cards to affect this game. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. That comes as a mighty relief. Oh, super find. White gets good distance on it. Corinthians get their fourth corner. Del Piero gets rid without sophistication. And now they can spring out of defence. And the ball's a... Batistuta! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Batistuta should really have closed the game out then, and this could come back to haunt him.
Italy are looking to go forward now. Del Piero. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Maradona. Wilshere. And it's Maradona. Maradona will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's tried one! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Yeah, this is part of the job. Head down and keep plugging away.
Conte engages and forces him off the ball. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Conte. Julie gets a foot in here. And it's Conte. And it's Neymar. No, that's been intercepted. Conte. Maradona. It's Wilshere. And it's Maradona. Ruben Dias calmly anticipates. Simons. He's played him through. Michelis cuts it out. Wilshere. And it's Maradona. Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Neymar. Maradona. And that is as far as it goes. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Italy desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many...
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Maradona, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Messi. Real chance! Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
And it's Messi. Ruben Neves.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Mbappe. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Italy, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Pedri. Owen. Goalkeeper's ball. White. Del Piero is onto it in a flash. Messi. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Pedri. And it's Messi. Brilliantly cut out. Rodri calmly anticipates. Beckenbauer. Raul. Ruben Neves. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's picked out the run. He has found a way through. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. And he's quick to get it clear again. Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dink through. Bastoni. Lampard. And it's Maradona. Maradona. Mbappe. Can he finish?
Strasbourg have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Owen. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And he's gone backward here. Can he put it away? Maradona. Now White. might be in here. Shot could be on. Shapes to shoot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Villa has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And now they can spring out of defence. Maradona. Pedri. And the whistle goes for half-time. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So off we go once more.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Strokes it back. And here's Mbappe. Raul. David Villa. And he's been shifted off it. Guardiola. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Rodri. Raul. Ruben Neves, the ultimate schemer, the supplier-in-chief. Beckenbauer. Here's Rodri. Passing nice and neat. David Villa.
Strasbourg are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
So what can they make of this? Del Piero. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Strasbourg appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
David Villa.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Driven forward. It was still anyone's game, 0-0. White is one whose deliveries we all know about. Guardiola. Del Piero. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Koundé.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pedri. Can he get it through? Guardiola. White. Tries to dink it through. Showing good feet. Now it's Maradona. Messi is there and he can get that clear. Costa Curta. David Villa. And it's Ruben Neves. Played back in. There's the shot! No mistake! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
He is through here. Played out to the right. Maratona's cross.
Italy really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Messi. Maradona. No way through there. Owen. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Lampard. It's Lampard! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Changement. Le numéro 7.
It's their second corner of the game.
Messi. À leur place, le numéro 15. Neymar. Le numéro 21. Attention.
And now a sudden chance to counter. That pass isn't the best. Neymar. And it's Salah. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
That's Owen. Strasbourg given another corner. Strasbourg have their third corner. David Villa goes on a charge down the left.
Strasbourg probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Oh, that's a key interception. Maradona. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Mohamed Salah. Koundé. Ruben Neves.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
Neymar.
additionnel.
David Villa.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Wilshere. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a
Mesdames et
vested
messieurs,
interest.
Je vous demande toute votre attention.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today. It's just that one crucial second-half goal. That's what cost them.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. The action has already started. Iniesta, oh, well played. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a key component, particularly in teams that play on the counter. Okay, you have the pace and the overlapping, but add to that his excellent work ethic, deliveries and his willingness to get back and cover. All qualities I really like. And then there's a whole array of flair.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. No, he is not giving anything away. Cantona fiddles it through, and the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Up he goes! And he's there to belt it away. Little pass back.
Well, to be honest, I think I would have done that too.
And now a sudden chance to counter. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Someone who's featured heavily of late, in a good sense, of course. He's a sharp little ball here. Skillfully cut out. He is so... Decent hit! And he has kept it out somehow.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Bayer Leverkusen have their second corner now. Messi plays it short. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Italy are looking to go forward now. Alexander-Arnold. Rummenigge.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Otto kept his eye on it, and he's there. De Michelis gets across to intercept that. He can run onto that. Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Hullet gets his pass away. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And here's Messi. And it's Casemiro. Now it's Hullet. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Guardiola. And Alexander-Arnold. Maradona. Wriggles his way through. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bayer Leverkusen upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs.
Haaland! Goal, Italy! That is his ton, and does he not know it? It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity...
He's through, and Haaland! Casemiro.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And here's Messi. And he's cut it out. Maradona. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Mateus. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Guardiola. Oh, that's clever. And that could well leave a mark. And they win it back again.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
The referee's awarded a free kick. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Odo. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Alexander-Arnold. Pass is just off target. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Italy head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we are back on the way.
Italy definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Mateus. Rummenigge. Well, played right into his path. They get a throw in. Mateus. And he's taking no chances there. To Michelis. Alexander-Arnold. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And Daeng promptly onto that, and that is that. Casemiro. Now Odo. Iniesta. Guardiola. And it's Messi. Rummenigge. Big chance! In for the pieces! He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Bayer Leverkusen grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Haaland. Maldini.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è
Quarter
di
of an hour into the second half.
70.987 spettatori.
De Michelis cuts it out. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Dink through. Casemiro deals with that comfortably. Otto. Moved on forwards. It's just beyond his reach. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Davis. Maldini. Now Otto. Quality ball. Bullet. Oh, great ball. Rummenigge! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And the comeback is complete. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Bayer Leverkusen get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit. Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Maradona, just about up to 75 minutes. And Adams, Maradona, Iniesta. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Mateus. Oh, red, nice interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's straight offside.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Guardiola. Costa Curta. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.